Well done, android.
What are you doing? Stop it. Hi.
Hey all you Let's Play fans, Baltus MC bringing you a brand new Let's Play series of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, made in 1997 by Konami. Now this game pretty much doesn't need an introduction. It is hailed by most as being one of the best Castlevania games that was ever made. It was one of the first action RPG style Castlevania games. It was also one of the first Castlevanias to introduce the free-roaming Metroidvania style gameplay that you see in preceding Castlevania games, like Circle of the Moon, Area of Sorrow, just to name a couple. Now for those of you that don't know, this game is a direct sequel to Castlevania Rondo of Blood, which was released only in Japan back in 1993, and it even features some direct graphical rips from that game, as you'll see as I'm going through if you're familiar with Rondo of Blood. It's a pretty interesting game. If you've never seen it before, you definitely have to check it out because it is an anime. The cutscenes are an anime, so it is fucking awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and enter a name in here. We'll go ahead and get started.
Journey back to 1792 and the Transylvanian countryside of Romania.
This is obviously before Google Maps. Alright, check it out. We're already at the end of the game. Yeah, check it out. We are Richter. And as you can tell, for those of you that have seen Rondo of Blood, that HUD up there in the top left and Richter's sprite are direct rips from Rondo of Blood. This part right here is actually supposed to be taking place at the end of Rondo of Blood, even though this castle isn't the same as in that game.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world.
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. Have at you.
That dialogue, right, guys? Such an infamous scene there between Richter and Dracula. Now, for those of you that don't recognize Richter's voice, it's actually the same voice actor that did Chris Redfield back in the first Resident Evil. It's like, I love that guy's voice. Good to see he's cheesy as ever. You might notice that I'm using a little bit of special moves here against Dracula too. I might show those off in a bonus video because you can actually play as Richter if you enter in that name at the starting screen. But he does have some cool moves. Try and show off like most of them here in this battle. I like how you can do that too with the whip. Swinging that shit around. Oh god, I got hit. What's funny is I think how you do this battle dictates your starting stats when you get into the main part of the game. I'm not too sure on that. I think it might be just a rumor, but who knows. Oh, get out of the way of that. Yeah, I think even Dracula's health bar is from Rondo of Blood. Let's see, he's almost done with his first life bar here. Good lord. Too much focused on commentary here. Should be paying attention to the fight. Oh no, now he's a big ugly monster. Obviously based on the very first Castlevania too. Oops, slide underneath there. Yeah, I think his monster sprite is also directly ripped from Rondo of Blood. The good news is, too, I think they actually released Rondo of Blood recently here in America for you to play. I think it's been translated. But don't quote me on that, because it has been a while since I've looked that up. Oop, just jump over those fireballs. And uppercut!
It was Richter Belmont, the legendary vampire hunter, who succeeded in finally ending the menace of Count Dracula,
Lord of the vampires who have been brought back from the grave by the Dark Priest Shaft.
However, one night 4 years later, under the glare of a full moon, Richter mysteriously vanished. With no idea where to begin her search, Maria Renaud set out to look for him. It was then that fate intervened. Castlevania, the Castle of Dracula, which is rumored to appear once every century, suddenly materialized from out of the mist, as if to show her the way. Meanwhile, powerful forces were struggling for the soul of a man named Alucard, the very same Alucard who had teamed up with Trevor Belmont to battle his immortal father, Count Vlad Tepes Dracula. Alucard, in order to purge the world of his own cursed bloodline, had submerged his vampiric powers and entered into what was supposed to be an eternal slumber. But now, he is awake and aware of the evil once again at work in his homeland. The time has once again come for the forces of good and evil to engage in their ancient battle. Dracula's castle beckons for you, and no man can say who shall emerge victorious. And here we are, introduced to the main protagonist of the game, Alucard. If we press select here, we can actually see our map. As you can see, we don't have anything covered on that just yet. But if we press start, we can check out our starting stats. You can see we start out at level 1. And there's our HP, MP, and hearts and all that good shit. If we go here to equip, you can see that we already start out with some good stuff here. This is some really advanced armor, and even that sword right there is pretty advanced. So this is good shit to start out with. So let's go ahead and make our way into the Castle of Dracula. Look at that, we're cutting down these massive wolves like they're nothing. Yeah, just keep making your way through. And eventually the music will kick up. Oh yeah. The music in this game is fucking beautiful. Most of the tracks I really love. Let's see. Let's go over here and kill these bats. Kill enough enemies there, we can get a level up. And what I like doing before I move on is we got a bunch of mermen down here that we can kill. I usually like staying down here until I can get up another level. Because yeah, since we start at just level 1, it's good to get all your stats built up as soon as possible. Yeah, there we are. Now let's get moving onwards. We can actually break through this wall here and get a pot roast. Good old wall meat. You can always trust Castlevania for that. What's funny is in this room, there's actually a trick that you can do involving one of these wargs here.
I probably won't explain it too much. It involves this last word here. I might show that off in a bonus video if I can get it to work, though. Alright, get a turkey there, and let's get moving onwards.
Alucard, what is your business here?
I've come to put an end to this.
Still befriending mortals. I'll not ask you to return to our side, but I demand you cease your attack.
I will not.
You shall regret those words. We will meet again. What?
Oh no, we ran into death! And look at this, he stole all of our shit! That's not good at all. But thankfully, even though we don't have a weapon, we can still use our fists. Because Alucard's a man like that. Also, I want to go ahead and apologize if the graphics and sound kind of sound like look and sound like shit. As I'm trying to do my best to make it look good in the emulator, but this is as good as I could get. But yeah, if we jump down there like so, we can get a heart max increase. So that's kind of nice. Definitely want to make sure you do that first off, 'cause it's always good to get any advantage that you can at the start of the game. Yeah, I think every one of those heart things that you pick up is worth 5 hearts to your maximum. Alright, we got a short sword from that skeleton. And up here, if we kill this one, we can get a red rust. Those 2 skeletons are always there, and they only appear that one time, so they can drop those weapons for you. Now, the red rust is a shit item. I don't like that one at all, because sometimes it has the chance of not even attacking it. You'll just stand there, and you won't even swing your weapon. So it's garbage like that. Now, in here we got a save point. Good thing about the save points in this game is they will refill your health, and MP if you're low on that, but MP regenerates naturally. Okay, now we got our first relic of the game, the Cube of Zoe. Well, with that, we can actually get items from candles and such. You can see right there, it causes items to materialize. That is an essential thing to get. Now, if we come over this way, we can enter a new area, the Alchemy Laboratory. I love the music here. It's so fucking classy. Now, I got a skeleton up there. I want to get him to come up here so I can slash him like that. Don't want him throwing his fucking bones at me. It's annoying. Alright, you can get the money bag there. If we hit that switch, we can make the spikes go away. Get ourselves a hide curious. It's better armor. I'll equip that later on, though. I like getting all the armor at once and then equipping it. Get over here, you fucking skeleton. Alright, let's carefully jump like so. Over here to get this leather shield. You don't have to do that, you can just make the long way around, but I kind of like just doing that because it's easy enough to do. Alright, you see we got some red bones there. Like any other I was gonna say Zelda game. Like any other Castlevania game, you take down the red bones, but they will respawn after a few seconds. Alright, walk over to the left, you piece of shit. Oh my god. Alright, I'll just take him out. This usually goes a lot easier than this. I'll come up here and take out this axe throwing guy. Ow! That took out right on the face. Ugh! Son of a bitch. These red bones piss me off. Yeah, what I want to do is I want to stand here and wait for that red bone to get up and walk this way. Just like what Aerosmith said. Alright, we want to take him out on that switch there. So as you see, that will put that elevator up. And once he gets up and starts walking, make sure you jump up like so. That way you can access this area and get a Basilard. Now the Basilard here is actually much better than the short sword, in my opinion. It's got shorter range, but it attacks much faster. So there we are. Yeah, look at that! You can do a lot better with this than the short sword. I don't do good with weapons that attack slow. Alright, just get in there and kill those skeleton bros. Then we'll head this way. Now in this room we actually have two secrets. We've got one down here in the floor, which will lead us to this. This is a life max up. So that will raise up our maximum life that we have, or maximum HP. And it will also fill you up to full too. So that is really good to have. And we also have another secret over here in this wall, which will give us a heart max up. So that's very nice indeed. And from that candle we actually get our first sub-weapon, the knife. Get the fuck up there. There we go. Now how to use your sub-weapons is you hold up and then you press the attack button. And then you'll use your weapon there. Your sub-weapon. Yeah, resist thunder. It's an item that you can use that has a temporary effect to resist thunder. Not that good in my opinion. I never like using those temporary items. Alright, we got another level up. Alright, let's take care of these axemen. Then we'll come down here, push this crate on those spikes there. Now we can use that to access up here. Pretty sneaky. There's quite a few secrets in this game. I mean, it is a Castlevania game. Alright, we got a cloth cape there. Might as well go ahead and equip our armor here. Get that hide curious on and the cloth cape. Yeah, our defense is up 4 now. So that's a lot better than what we were at, which was 0. Also, you see my heart number there, how many hearts I have. When that's flashing green, that means you can actually use your current sub-weapon. Now the knives that you can get, the throwing knives, those only use 1 heart each. So as long as you have 1 heart, you can use them. But other sub-weapons that you'll get in the game will use a significant, much more amount of hearts. Okay. Yeah, and if you get hit by the spit from those skeleton guys there, it'll actually poison you, which I think reduces your attack power. Alright, let's go ahead and save our game here. Just like that. So what else waits us here in the Alchemy Laboratory? Well, we'll have to find out in the next video. Stay tuned for more Castlevania Symphony of the Night.